And here we go, qualifying underway for the final race of the season. Sidewinder Racing League's Marable Mobile Detailing Truck Series. Race 10 of 10 for the regular season. We will know who's in the 5-race playoff tonight. Got some new faces. Restricted plates always bring out some extra drivers. 75 is going to be piloted by Wesley Parker. Seen him in some other SRL events. Here he is in the trucks. As he disappears. We'll follow somebody. It's internet's not sucking. Got Curtis Ecker. The 19 Silverado. Trucks making their way out for single truck qualifying.
What's the left turn?
I have 2 laps to get it done. Here the 45. Confused about left turns only. Australian driver likes the V8 supercars. Here he is on a giant oval. Trucks all out on their warm-up lap, trying to get up to speed. A few trucks have started their first lap, including this 6 truck of Ethan Evers. Margison, the 55, started his first lap. You got Bandio in the 43 Ford out on his fast lap. Seen a lot of 270, 278 for those of you that are in KM. It's just for some reason how the timing screen shows up for ATVO.
The guy behind has just done a 52.3.
First one to set a lap time. And here they come, pouring in. Asherbanner, top of the pole on lap 1. Now Wes Fuller goes top of the board on lap 1. Be interesting to see if anyone's going for the 1-lap strategy versus the 2-lap strategy. I know in A car you can run faster on lap 1 sometimes. I imagine most of the drivers will go ahead and take both. Ecker now top of the board on his first lap through. Looks like the 6 truck called it one and done. We'll have to keep an eye on some of these trucks mid-pack, like Giglio, Deal. Probably went high on lap 1 and then brought it down. Parker gets his second lap done and to the top of the board, 52.201. That's the new time to beat for the field. Try to see if anyone else can take him down. Giglio's completed his second lap and will remain 6th for now. Fuller's completed his. Second lap is a little slower for Ecker. Gonzalez, he did better on his second lap. Or it's on his second lap, excuse me. Now he comes out of turn 4 heading to the start finish. See if he can pick up here. He slows down on lap 2. Parker picked up from lap 1 to lap 2. But everyone else so far has gone slower. Looks like everyone is pulling off track. Davidson. Davidson and Asherbanner look like they're just going around having a good time. Davidson's already completed his 2 laps. We'll start 13th. We got Deal on track, coming to the line. See if he can pick up a spot or 2. He goes to a 52.291, good for 13th for the 56. Watched a lot of people wreck, Mark. Now the only truck on track is Billy Davidson. 15 seconds remaining. He's just soaking up some TV time. Gotta love it. Heading to the pits. 20 trucks posting a time. 7 trucks did not post a time. Rent's not going to get his truck across the start-finish line. He will be in the back without a timed lap. That is going to set our grid. We have 27 trucks. Good gracious.
Good luck, everyone.
Alright, we need to reset our theme here. And then we'll be good to roll. I have to close here. And then load. If we don't do this, it gets all mad at us. Load theme. Go. It should pop up in a second. There we go. And then here. And then we want. Will it show us for qualifying?
Vroom.
Vroom vroom. No, it won't show us qualifying. That's okay. We'll manage gap.
Always warm up the engine by matting it the whole time.
Let's go through our starting lineups. On pole, we have Wes Parker in the 75 Food Country Toyota. Second, we have Ricky Gonzalez in the number 3 Legacy Power Chevrolet. Starting third, Mike Edwards in the Go Fast Eat Ass Chevrolet. Curtis Ecker starts in... Why is this being weird? Starts in the 4th spot in the number 19 Curtis Ecker Facebook Chevrolet. Lucas Hoisma rolls off 5th in the number 97 Labor 12 Toyontiac. Christopher Alkire starts 6th in the Navy 4. JR Deal rolling off 7th. Let's see if we can get better shots of these guys. There we go. That's rear chase. It won't let us. What? We're struggling. Oh, that's kind of cool. There we go. JR Deal in the number 9 10 Cents Toyota.
No.
Daniel Llewellyn
No.
starts 8th in the Labor 12
No.
Chevrolet. Blake Giglio rolling off
No.
9th in the 16
There's a
United
wall there.
Rentals Toyota.
No.
Wes Fuller starts 10th in the number 35 Orange and White Chevrolet. Quinn Newton, the AEW Chevy, rolls off in 11th. Ethan Evers starts 12th in his Georgia Bulldog Chevrolet. Corey Deal, the 10 Cents Toyota, starting in the 13th spot. Billy Davidson, the Lordco Chevy, rolls off 14th. Will Asherbranner, the Fort Worth Screen Printing Toyota, starts 15th. Christian DeRoche starts 16th in the Three Stooges Ford. Will Spark, the Blockbuster Chevy, rolls off 17th. Mark Gonzalez, the other Legacy Power Chevrolet, rolls off 18th. Zach Margison, the 55 Lordco Ford, starts 19th. Zach Kenny, the unsponsored 66 Toyota, rolls off 20th. Casey Herring, the UNC Ford, starts in 21st. Rents Brown, the only Rents Toyota, starting 22nd. Travis Martin, the Ghost Man, riding in the Zaxby's Ford tonight, starts 23rd. Mike Peters in the Awesome Chevy starts 24th. Joel Munchell in the Mission Barbecue Chevy starting 25th. Jeremy Clapper in the Martin Sports Ford starts 26th. And riding shotgun, Dave Hoitzma in the Purietia Chevrolet. We'll go with that.
Yeah,
That is our lineup. 70 laps here tonight at
I like to beat the
Daytona.
bug.
60% fuel, 3 sets of tires, 1 fast repair, 3 green-white checker attempts. Have to wait till the green flag on the start. Rest of them are on leader. Green is out and we are underway. Parker leads the field down in turn number 1. Gets a good jump and a push from Mike Edwards to clear the outside lane. Everyone seeming to want the bottom early on. 3-truck breakaway up front with Parker, Edwards, and Hoitzma. Edwards down under the yellow line. Looks like he might be bailing out early. Wants no part of this action. See three trucks down there at the bottom drifting back. Wanting to get away from possible calamity early. Trying to save their truck for later. So that'll move Hoitzma up to 2nd. JR Deal now 3rd. Now those 3 trucks have broken away from the 2x2 action. Behind them you got Alkire and Gonzalez battling side by side. Now Alkire clears. Looks like Blake Giglio looking to the high side of Alkire. He tucks that down in line. Things single file through the front 5. First battle is with Corey Deal, working with Ecker and Newton. Deal quite often can be found on the high line at these restrictor plate races, so not surprising to see that purple and yellow machine up on the top line early. Probably see him up there early and often. Looks like Blake Giglio has ducked out of line in the 16. He's trying to wait for Corey Deal to catch up to him. Yeah, 4 trucks working that high line nose to tail. The 5th one trying to catch up. Now they've caught the back of Giglio. See if they can push him and propel him to the lead. Also have to keep an eye on that bottom line. Anyone can jump up if they see that run. Giglio working for that 3rd spot alongside JR Deal. Now Giglio pushing up to the 2nd spot, getting alongside Lucas Hoitzma. Whole top 5 right now with Toyota trucks. Now a battle for the lead. Deal is taking his outside line all the way to the front. Now with Giglio leading the way in that line. Be interesting to see if they stay up high or if they close down. Looks like Giglio's maintained the top for now. He had a brief moment where he was clear. Maybe he wants to bring Corey with him. See how it unfolds. It's also kind of funny to see the Legacy Power trucks in 2 different lines. It's like maybe they decided to go wherever they may go. If they work together, they can. But if it don't happen, oh well. Giglio still riding side by side with Parker. Squeezes out ahead a little bit down the backstretch. Does he come down? He does. That gives the top lane to Corey Deal with the push from Billy Davidson. We'll see if Davidson's able to give Deal the same push Deal gave to Giglio. Saw a truck a little out of shape back there.
Daniel, you're blinking huge.
69 truck got a little out of shape.
You're looking bad.
Check the splits here.
Work the 23.
See Parker now leading the outside lane. Hoitzman now having to push Giglio. These Toyota trucks all switching around in this top 5.
Now we're all out of the draw.
Looks like the 23 maybe lost connection and
Now get back in line together and don't pull out. We got a chance to go catch him again.
Yeah, they're checking up with him.
so far a very clean race. Able to handle these 2x2s. Bucket, thanks for that follow, appreciate it. 10% of this race already over. Green flag since the start of this one. It's just really fun to just pause and listen to the engine sometimes. Sounds so good. See Parker trying to back up to Corey a little bit. Gonna get a good run coming off of 4. Starting to get alongside the 16. Not quite there yet. ride with Parker. Battle now for the third spot between JR Deal and Wes Parker.
Christian, when you get up to me, you can get in front of me. I don't trust my editor at the moment.
The Bandio trying to close that gap.
Thank you.
Hang on to the 4th spot on the inside. Little bobble out of the 9 truck there, blue and red. Saw him get about a lane off the bottom, then dart back down. And if those trucks are handling a little funny in the draft, hopefully everyone remembered to set their steering ratios up to 16 to 1 so they can minimize the weaving. That'll be important as we go on and the bump drafts start to become more frequent. Saw Deal able to push Giglio out front. So far has not been able to send that 75 to the front. Door to door for our leaders now. Giglio down low and Parker up high. Side by side as they work their way down through the tri-oval. I know it seems a little chaotic, but it's kind of like a controlled chaos at this point. Nothing's been too egregious, nothing's been too crazy, not a lot of side drafting. So the pack's kind of been maintaining, even though it's not been single file, it's still relatively calm. No one's pushing 3 wide yet. We got a lap truck coming up for him to deal with. That is Joel Munchell in the 69 truck. We do see Daniel Llewellyn has retired his truck. So that leaves 26 trucks still running. Hopefully everyone knows there's a lap truck coming or this might get bad. Alright, lap truck pulls down to the apron, that's nice. Hopefully he can hold it there, oh gosh. Yikes. Field able to safely navigate the 69 truck. That got a little scary. Back up front, Giglio and Huisma have pushed out ahead of the outside lane. Now the brothers deal side by side, the 9 and 44. That's your battle for 4th as the battle for 2nd between Parker and Huisma. Deal trying to push that 75 back out front. 75 dancing around a little bit in the back end. Working now lap 12. As we said pre-race, these trucks have 60% on their fuel tank. I doubt anyone will take tires. Tires just don't become much of a factor here. Huisman standing right on the back of that 16, keeping him out front. Now the 44 Deal drops down in front of his brother. Corey and JR 3rd and 4th on that bottom line, leaving Wes Parker out to figure it out himself in the high line. And you see now the Legacy Power Trucks just hooked up too. Gonzalez brothers and the Deal brothers sorted themselves out a bit. Now the 75 gets down. Might be working our way towards pit stops if everyone's getting down. We'll see. So many trucks are getting down. Mike Peters, you saw him in the 24 getting down. Not many trucks left down the outside lane. Got Billy Davidson. Oh, well, Peters now goes back to the high side. Peters has significant damage to the back end of that truck. Got the 95 running through the grass here. Go back, maybe see what happened to him real quick.
Was my bad. I thought I had a little room there.
Looks like he was trying to clear himself down and got right into the 31.
Quick, where you going?
Went on a bit of an excursion. Now has lost the draft. Still have the 24 Peters on the high side.
Oh, good.
The bottom lane, a bunch of guys popping up. Very bizarre to see that. Almost synchronized. Giglio out front. Hoytsma, Deal. JR.
When's the end of the phase?
Alkire, Parker.
Reckon.
Looks like the 88 got put up in the wall. What did we miss?
Great job, 88.
Oh, the 24. What happened to the 24 there?
Who checked up so huge?
Does the 88
No, the
turn the
88
24?
car.
Come on.
The 24, yeah. The 88 gets in back of the 24. That puts the 88 in the wall.
For end damage.
Why are we right rearing people when we're fucking up?
Get him, Ryan.
You can see what
That
happened.
car back. Hey, can you give me an EOL so the guys can pass me? I downshifted and wrong here.
Oh, Kenny never slowed down. The 66, Zach Kenny never slows down. Gets in the back of the 31. Somebody got caught not paying attention when the yellow came out. Pretty sure the yellow was for our incident towards the front of the field. Tough break. So that's going to leave some guys on pit road getting either fast repairs or getting some damage fixed. Rents opted not to take the fast repair. No one in the top 20 has yet. Let's see if each does so here. Yeah, we thought that wreck was done, and then towards the back, the 66 getting into the 31 as the yellow came out for the incident up front. Very strange. Let's see, Davidson's taking one, Rentz just took one, Peters is taking one, Dave Hoyson is taking one. Quick repairs are coming out early. We only get one. There's quite a few trucks taking one early here. So Hoytsman's still out on track. Let's check our pit lapper here. He had just pitted. Most trucks coming down on 16.
No, I'm only here temporarily.
Bye-bye.
I like the 79's opting to pit a lap later and go to the back.
Spent all the money in Dave's truck this week, huh?
There's father and son, 97 and 79, Hoytsma and Hoytsma. Not sure what's going on with the 79, why he's falling back. But he is. Got some late guys coming off of pit road. Looks like Kenny is taking his fast repair now. Don't know if he beat the pace car. That was really close.
Sorry to whoever I said or right Rick who all checked out. I got blue combination. Couldn't catch it.
So our first yellow of the event. Quite a few drivers scrambling for a fast repair already. Still over 50 laps to go in this event. Not how you want to get it going. Push gone wrong on the backstretch. Turned the 24 into the inside lane. Set off a chain reaction. Then under yellow, a driver ran into the back of another one. Set off another chain reaction. Wild stuff going on as you get set for a restart
I'm gonna
here.
catch the field and just hopefully catch up before the green flag.
Sorry, I didn't hear the question.
I was telling Rex that I'm going to catch the field and then wait for him up there.
Yeah, no worries. Catch the field. I'll go around on the outside if you want.
Okay.
Driver's trying to catch the pack as we're getting ready to go green. Pace car is diving in. Field gets set for a restart here. Blake Giglio leads him down. Giglio and Corey Deal on the inside. Lucas Hoitzma and JR Deal on the outside. Leading our two rows. See the 43 diving down to the bottom. Getting in behind Corey Deal. Mike Peters on the high side. Peters looks like he may have used his fast repair. Spoiler is no longer bent. Inside line prevailing very well as Corey pushes Giglio out to the lead. Those two get separated from the 2x2 racing. 43, Christopher Alkire trying to keep pace. Trying to move his truck up out of the double file, but not able to. Now Hoitzman battling back with the push from JR. Let's jump off of here. Check those fast repairs one more time. Peters did in fact use his. Margison, DeRoche, Gonzalez, Hoitzma, Dave Hoitzma, and Joel Munchel in the top 20 have all used theirs. Brown used one, Fuller, Kenny. So lots of guys already having to use it. See the top 20 from 1st to 20th, all separated by 1.8 seconds. That's what you get with pack racing. Field makes their way down to turn number 1. Still 2x2, now all the way from the lead back to 10th. Giglio down on the bottom in the blue Toyota. Lucas Hoitzman in that white and red Toyota. Or Pontiac as he likes to call it. Has Pontiac grill inserts on the front and taillights on the back. Quite the meme with Sidewinder. Close in the driveway. Are we starting to see 3 wide? Looks like the drivers are getting a little antsy in the mid-pack. Oh, and we're wrecking. And up into the catch fence goes the 22. Wild ride.
Have a break? That's twice, dude.
Wild ride for the 22.
Well, he's...
See if we can see what happens here. It's like the 22 gets in the back of the 75 and sends them down the track. 75 goes around. 19 gets in the back.
To the moon that guy went. To the moon.
Hear him say to the moon for the 22. Let's see what else we can see. It looks like the 75 took a wild ride. Who else got involved in this? Big hit. Looks like Curtis Ecker might have gotten involved. Travis Martin got a piece. Looks like Rents may have made it through. Let's go on board the 30, see if we make it through here. Of course, it wants to be weird now.
Checking up on it.
You guys may have been far enough back, seeing it coming. They were pretty deep in the field here. As working through the trial, we'll head into turn 1. It's not my phone. I heard an alarm going off. Oh my gosh. Ren's barely made it away from that. As the truck landed behind him. See, the 75 got a piece of it.
So did the window net ever drop on the dude who went to the moon?
Come here on the 22. We have a driver, okay. Looks like he is on pit road now. There he is. I think Davidson had already
I'll
used
take
his
that as
faster car.
enough.
Let's check in on. Let's see. Faster
Call that a
pairs.
blood. We call that a blood moon.
Blood moon, oh no. Pit stops for our leaders coming down on lap 22. Probably just going to top the tanks off. We'll keep an eye. See if they take fuel here. Or see if they take tires. Nope, looks like fuel only. No tires for these guys.
Make a doggone right.
Man, this pit camera's got to get better. Gotta get better. There we go. Got a few trucks in here still servicing their truck. Trying to repair some damage. Looks like the 14 has retired from the race. He will finish 26th tonight. Daniel Llewellyn rejoined the race. He has. Daniel Llewellyn had parked it early, has rejoined the race. So was showing out at one point, but now back in. Probably trying to get ahead of Mike Edwards. Just to be funny. If I know Daniel. Yeah, it was quite the hang time there. 22 got impressive air. Killing me, Smalls. Killing me. Still sits on pit road. I think he took his fast repair in that first one. Let's check in on the split camera. .22 had not taken a fast repair, so once he gets his tow time done, he will be able to take one. Working under yellow, lap 23 of 70. Mike Peters did not come down pit road. He is our race leader.
Does it go on leader or does it go on green?
Hear him asking if it's going leader or green. It is on leader.
Radio check.
Damn it, Daniel.
You're on drivers, but I'm pretty sure it's on leaders. Initial starts on green.
Okay, cool.
That's correct. If initial starts on green, after that it's on leader. I'm at all teams. Switch to drivers, Mike.
Field getting set for the restart, working their way down the backstretch. Lights out on our pace car. Field forming up 2 by 2. Getting set to return to the action. 45 laps to go when they get to the line.
I think it is.
Say goodnight to the puppy.
You're on all teams.
Night, puppy. Alright. Dogs going to bed. We're getting back to racing.
Am I in the right spot now? Yeah, we got you now.
Pace car is going to make the hard left onto pit road. Field will be in control of that 24 awesome Chevy. And green flag is out. Barney dropping the green flag on the field. Mike Peters gets out in front of the field. And it looks like Peters going to the high side for a moment. Blocks the high side, back down low to pick up the run from the 16 of Giglio. Now it's going to be very difficult for him to block both lines. Looks like Hoytsma pushing that Legacy Power 88 from that high line, trying to get him out front. Right now side by side for the second spot. See if they can push forward, coming through 3 and 4. Definitely making up grounds. Coming out of turn number 4, going to get a good run. Hoisma all over the back of that 88. 88's going to lead that lap. Mark Gonzalez to the lead with a push from Hoisma. And Giglio sees that, and he's trying to push Peters back out front. Hopefully these boys know we got a long way to go still in this race. Don't want to see them take each other out so early. Peters and Giglio down low, Gonzalez and Hoisma up high. A little bit of a bobble from the 16 there. Had to get off the back of the 24. That's going to let the 88 squeeze out ahead, see if he stays up top or if he drops down low. I think he thought about going down, just didn't quite have it cleared enough. That's going to slow the momentum on the high side, drop both of those trucks on the high line back. Now Giglio going to the top side. Gets a little push and squirrely. Hoytson getting to the left rear of the 88, got him a little out of shape. So far, everyone got it collected back together. The big loser of that was the 95. I think he checked up pretty hard for it and now paying the price with that loss of momentum falling back. So now we have Giglio leading that top line, trying to get by Peters on the inside. But Peters has push from Corey Deal now.
Be my eyes, 22. Hold on, we're gonna go catch this pack.
What is going on up there? My God!
Driver's getting dramatic. Oh, the 88 gets out of shape again. We have another crash of 43, 88, 45. So we can catch up
I was
who's in.
trying to stay off the bumper, but you were checking up so much.
Sorry, 6, I locked up when I hit you.
The 35's in the grass. We heard the 97 say he was trying to stay off the 88.
You guys for 28 laps. Thank you.
Some spiciness.
No.
It definitely started here.
Hold braking here. Holy crap!
Keep an eye on that 88 and 97. 97 gets in the back of the 88, shoots him down into JR Deal in the inside lane.
Once again, sorry, 6. I avoided that.
Slides him up into Hoytsma. 43 Navy Ford of Bandio gets into it.
Nah, man,
And the
you're out
88
there.
comes down, hits the
We didn't get
55.
the call out.
45 gets a piece of it, shoots him up into the wall. Let's see who gets behind him. Maybe some damage for Ethan in the 6.
23.
The back end of the 31's got some damage.
Pace car is coming out of 2. Check up as you start to come out of 2.
Rentz gets pounded in the back of the wreck. I'm not sure how that came. Looks like maybe the 95 got a piece and came up the track. See if we can track down what happened with the 95. He smacks the 43 on the inside.
These things don't line up like they used to.
He smacks the 43, shoots him right at the track in front of Rentz. Unfortunate for our buddy Rentz.
That could have raced more than 28 laps.
I don't get why we were that close and sometimes even 3 wide for that long on lap 28, but alright.
Telling people not to race and they're racers and they get bored, that's why. Here comes the field, down pit road. More than likely another top off, probably no tires, but we'll keep an eye.
I was trying to push in the corner, so that's why I checked up just a little bit.
Billy, what are you doing?
See if we can get the pit road cam here. People coming in, people coming out. Man, people going through each other.
Sorry, I didn't realize you were there.
24 works his way off pit road. Looks like Giglio may have beat him out of pit road. A lot of trucks getting damage repair here. It seems the only safe place so far tonight has been the very front row. Everywhere else has gotten a little spicy. Even all the way in the back.
Safest place is in the pits.
Safest place in the pits is probably an option too. In the broadcast booth, I'm feeling safe up here. Wasn't trying to push in the corner. No, yeah, I get it. You just got tagged from behind. Here goes the 19 out. 75 brings his truck to the box. So Giglio, your new race leader. Peters now restarting on the outside front row. And you got Corey Deal, Quinn Newton, and Ricky Gonzalez, your top 5. Travis Martin's worked his way up to the 6th spot. Christian DeRoche 7th. Lucas Hoisman now 8th. Ethan Evers in 9th. Casey Herring 10th. Looks like some of these guys are coming back down again. I don't believe Deal has any damage, so this is probably a fuel stop again. Topping it off here on lap 31. We'll keep an eye on that 44, make sure that's all it is. Overshoots his boxes, he had to drive through the 22. But he's probably heading to the back anyway to ride around. Yeah, fuel only for the 44.
With the 19, I would leave by.
Heavy damage to that 88 now. So we can pick up on the 88. That truck heavily damaged after second wreck it's been in. No more fast repairs. We're going to start to see damaged trucks out there for pretty much the rest of the race. That truck is not going to draft well. See both sides of it torn up on the front end. You can hide some of the back damage sometimes, but that front damage is going to slow him down. So we're left with 19 trucks on the lead lap after all of our accidents so far. Daniel Llewellyn has passed Michael Edwards for the 26th spot, so congrats to him for getting back out there and picking up a spot. Next spot for Llewellyn to pick up. Dave Hoytsma has retired from the race. 5 laps, Daniel to pick up that spot.
38, you got me in front of the 56 up here.
We are so far back, guys.
Huge gap from behind the 3 truck.
Guys, please stop doing 10. The pace dog's about to go in.
See, everyone had to check up big time to let these guys up here. Field gets sorted out in time back here, it appears, as we get underway. Giglio clears out to the front.
I can't get in there to do it because I'm in VR, guys. So if somebody else's staff can do it, please do.
I'll have to see if I can. I don't know if I can.
Not in VR.
Look at that. I helped. And we're wrecking. Up at the front. The front's not safe. Giglio, Peters, around.
Is this carburetor cup?
I was on the apron again.
Let's take another look at what happened there. But Giglio and Peters from the front of the field.
Situation. Sorry, guys.
DeRoche going 3 wide in the middle. Gets up into the 24. That turns him down in the 16. Let's see what happens with DeRoche up ahead. Able to keep it off the track. So just a 3 truck incident, but it was our 3 leaders as DeRoche tried to take it.
It's telling us to let you all the way up here behind like 2nd place.
Please stand back.
99 puts it 3 wide. And just didn't have room to come back up on the track with Giglio down low. DeRoche tried to move up, and the 24 truck was there. Turns the 24 down into the 16. Fortunate that the wreck at the front of the field only took out 3 trucks. It's probably the smallest accident we've had today. So now we have Quinn Newton leading the field ahead of his teammate Lucas Hoytsman. Travis Martin worked his way up to the 3rd spot. Got a lap truck in between there. It's the Mission Barbecue truck of Joel Munchell.
56, I gotta go by me.
probably see more fuel stops here. The 99 just gets back to his spot before black flags would have been issued. As Newton hits his box, we get blocked by the TV cam again. There he is. Yep, just fuel for our leader in the 5. See some right side damage to that lead truck. Hoytsman now getting out in front of him will be the leader. Aside from the folks, of course, that didn't stop. Spark, Corey Deal, JR Deal, and Zach Kenny have not pit this time through. So those 4 are now up front. The 66, the 9, the 56, which shows as 44, and then the 45.
Hey Mike, can you go high? I'm gonna have to pit in here.
Hey, Alcar, how do you want to do stages on over here, or do you also do that?
There are no stages in truck. Truck is just where you finish. I don't know if he's listening to the broadcast, but just in case, I tried to answer for you, bud.
I heard you. Thanks.
Okay, there you go. You're welcome. So Zach Kenny, your leader, that unsponsored 66 truck, getting some TV time. Keep an eye on our pace car, see if the lights turn out. 35's coming down pit road again. Wes Fullery's off the lead lap. Rent's bringing in a raid. Rent's, man, tough race for you, bud. Looks like you're trying to hang out at the back and it just wasn't working out back there either. Really nowhere to hide in this race. Seems everywhere has been a danger. Thanks so much for the raid. Hello everyone, welcome. I hope you were enjoying the parts of the race until Rent's got taken out twice, unfortunately. Tough to say, man. Tough break there. Get this hydrate in. Thanks for reminding your broadcaster to hydrate. Thanks for the shout out to Rents. Pretty sure all of you follow him already, but just in case you don't, make sure you go give him a follow. Great guy. Very entertaining. Did the 44 and 45...
With the real doorman.
They just hit under yellow. That's impressive.
My wheel went right.
Corey getting into Will Spark. That's funny.
Hitting people under caution, specialty.
I've had that
Listen
happen.
here, a guy who hit me last night and almost ruined my race, Kappa.
Dog champ.
Zach Kenny, the
I'd
rookie,
take partial wings for that.
leading the field. By virtue of not pitting the top 4, cycle around to the front. Long live the asphalt your Barney Mobile. Except you parked it, so it can't live. Field works their way out of turn number 4. We're about to get this race restarted. Ford Mustang will make the hard left. And we are back underway with rookie Zachary Kenny leading the way. See if he can handle the restarts up front. So far, it's smooth. When the purple Toyota gets to him in behind,
Can I get a black
it'll be very interesting. I'm the only one that can clear yellows, and or clear black flags, and I am broadcasters. This makes things awkward. See a 35 falling back on the
I
inside.
think he has damage, and I'm checking up super hard.
Oh, big wreck, the 3.
Oh, there we go.
Ricky Gonzalez. Not a good night for the Gonzalez brothers.
Y'all gotta learn to check. Oh, man.
What happens here? This is not a good
Can I
angle.
get
Let's
a
see if we
black
can
cleared
get
instead I passed under yellow when I didn't?
Especially
the
lap
19
cars.
gets in the right rear of the 3.
I got.
Turns him up into the 75, gets a piece of the 24,
I couldn't freaking get the brake going.
and then they slide down the track.
Hey, Zachary,
Everyone's
you
trying to make
beautiful
their way
and everything,
through.
But when you're the lead in the race, I would not check up like that.
Needless to say, I won't be back in this league anymore.
Not surprising.
Bye.
This is how Daytona is.
See you later. Have a good night.
Who won't be in the league anymore?
When the 24 get a black cleared, it says I passed under yellow and I did not.
You passed under yellow, you passed under yellow.
Radio check.
You don't get those on accident.
Key up for me again. I'll try to see if I can do it.
Thank you.
It's spicy in here tonight. It made it worse, Mike? What the heck? That's crazy. Let's see if we get more topping off, and we do. Somehow JR Deal is out front now. I think he got that little bit of a push right before that yellow came out. JR brings his truck down. Should see most everybody, although Newton and Hoytsman have stayed out. People were laying back. Alright, we'll have to take a look at it. I'll have to tell the league manager and his
Lucky dog outside. Lucky dog.
assistant. League manager's unfortunately not here tonight. He's sick with the COVID, so we're trying to do the best we can without him. That's why the guy in VR is his assistant, trying to clear black flags. Rough situation, but doing what we can.
That was me going top speed.
So Quinn Newton stays out, as does Lucas Hoytsma. The damaged truck 19 of Ecker is currently scored in third. That's going to be a big parachute when they get going again. Giglio has a little bit of right side damage on that truck. He'll be in fourth. Jeremy Clapper now in fifth. Saw him nearly losing the draft at one point. Through attrition has moved up to fifth. Yeah, this is a rough race, and there's a lot more trucks than we're used to here. A lot of people that haven't even raced in the league before. So this is kind of an abomination race, but it's not the typical product we put out here. There's JR Deal currently in sixth, Corey Deal now seventh.
A certain ARCA race last season that I don't want to bring up again.
Yeah, at least there's not that many green-white checkers. That race had unlimited green-white checkers and was awful.
But you just did.
Christian DeRoche in the Three Stooges truck is up to the 9th spot.
Hey, 66, Zach Kenny, keep on going. I'll catch you once you catch up, everybody.
Here come these guys
Sounds
down
good.
towards the back of the field to
Sounds
top
good.
off. Somehow the Ghostman's truck's still looking pretty pristine. Let's check our fast repairs, see who has one left. The top 6 still have one. And then Asher Brenner still has his. Casey Herring still has his. And Mike Edwards. That is it. Everyone else has used theirs already. Just past halfway. That's crazy. People getting way too excited way too early in this race. So it's 8, 9 total trucks still have a fast repair. Wild. The lights are out. We're getting set for our restart here. Field foreman up 2 by 2 behind our Ford Mustang GT pace car. It's just hooking, yeah. And they were side drafting too. That last one that just happened was a side draft gone wrong. The 19 just got too low and it hooked the right rear of the truck to the outside. That's what we saw there. But yeah, it's a lot of people that aren't too familiar, I guess, with the truck and how they draft and interact when you're trying to bump draft. Field makes their way out of turn number 4. Our Ford Mustang will make that sharp left. Quinn Newton leads the field to the green. Lucas Hoytsman, his teammate, on his outside. Green is out, and we are back underway here at lap 40 from Daytona.
What was that?
Ecker did not get a good start on the inside. Checked up hard. Quinn Newton left all alone on an island. Nobody pushing him. See if these 3 Toyotas up high can get down.
Can I get a black clear?
And we have black flags again. Corey Deal not content to jump in the spot behind Blake Giglio. Stays to his high side. Corey Deal in that purple 44 trying to maintain that high line,
Can you
getting
give the 3
Christian
a black
DeRoche
clear
behind him.
because he has to pass me and I'm really, really close.
DeRoche gets in the back of the 44 a little bit. See a bobble there. That's going to slow down the outside lane tremendously as the inside gets formed up.
The number 3.
Now you see the blue and yellow blockbuster truck trying to clear a black flag and run in the 4th spot at the same time. That's rather impressive.
I need a black clear. Then I passed the yellow, but I didn't.
All of these people passing crashed vehicles, getting black flags, and then wondering why they get one. Very entertaining. Field mostly getting single file now. Still have Casey Herring, Corey Deal on the high side. See a little front damage to that purple Toyota. Might be better served to let Casey get out front. We shall see. Saw Herring still has his fast repair. Truck looking pristine too. He's made it to 30 to go without too much drama. JR Deal trying to push Christopher Alkire on the high line. A little bit further back. Big gap from our top 6 back to 7th. They're trying to close that down. As the 19 on the inside back there is slowing down with all that damage he has to that black and teal truck. See the field work their way down the backstretch. Really cool shot there. See the 43 Navy Ford jumps to the bottom. Now Will Spark, the 45, gets the apron a little bit. That's going to slow him down. Should help the second pack actually get a run back on those front 5 now. Now our field's all back together. See towards the back, still hanging out. Travis Martin. Looks like he's just riding back there. Let's jump back to the gaps. Top 19 still in the lead lap. Clapper Newell out of the draft. See him in that long distance shot. He was down at turn 3 as our leaders exited 2. Only a matter of time before he gets eaten up by the field. Side by side for the lead. Hoytsman down low. Corey Deal up high. Oh, Quinn Newton in the 5 with the bobble, but able to keep it down. Low enough that he doesn't get the net code with the outside lane.
You're all good now, though.
See the 88 hanging up by the wall, letting the field pass down low. Always a moment where you kind of hold your breath when you catch lap traffic. Still side by side for our race lead. 2 by 2 through the top 10. Hoyt's on the inside in that 97. Got some left front damage on it. Corey Deal in the 44 has some nose damage on that Toyota. Now Casey Herring and JR Deal working the high side with Mike Peters in the 24. Be interesting to see if JR can push that 2 up there since he does not have any visible damage. So far that outside lane's fallen back a little bit. Deal.
I went to the right a little bit.
JR not able to get the push to the 2 of Casey Herring.
Cheated on Case like I cheated on you at the start.
So out front, Corey Deal, Lucas Hoytsma, Blake Giglio, your top 3. Quinn Newton in 4th. Will Spark, the Australian, riding around in 5th. And then Casey Herring on that outside lane, trying to make something happen with JR Deal. Side by side, coming out of turn number 4. Whoa, the 55 Ford makes a hard left to get down to the bottom lane. Fortunately, Ecker able to let him in there. That could have been
we can't be bumping
big
like
time.
that.
I'm not, we're taking off.
Outside lane starting to gain some momentum with JR and Herring. The 2 and the 9 starting to make their presence known. Casey Herring in that number 2 UNC Ford truck on the high line. Hello. JR trying to push him up there in that blue, white, and red 1010 Toyota. Just not quite able to stay close enough to the back end of that 2 truck. That allows the top 4 to split away again. Casey Herring now dives to the bottom. Hangs the 9 out to dry. JR, no help on that high line. Daniel Llewellyn's still a good 5 truck lengths back. Let's see if JR is able to find a spot. Everyone freight training him right now in the bottom lane. Field finally decided it had enough of this 2 wide. Llewellyn bails on the high lane, dives to the bottom, still leaving the 9 hung out to dry. JR just steeps falling back. The 24, Mike Peters, now sticking his nose out. And then he decided better of it, gets back in line. Oh, he goes out again. Will the 43 get inside? He does. So that hangs the 24 out. Is he going to slam back in there? Yep. Squeeze right in front of Zach Margison, who's kind enough not to push him. Going to move Bandio up a spot. Now he is taking a look again. Mike Peters by himself in that high lane with the damage to their right rear. Trying to force something to happen. It's going to need some help. It does not have any at the moment. See Christian DeRoche, the only other truck on the high lane right now. He is well back of this. And Peters probably knows Ecker in the 19's holding up the rest of that inside line. He'll have room to get back down. He tucks back in line as the field goes single file. Now JR sticks his nose out. Briefly. Gets back in line. Oh, changed his mind. Back outside. Deal side by side with Llewellyn. Trying to catch up to that 24 truck up ahead. Deal's going to be able to clear the damaged truck of Ecker. So at least he is into the main pack now. I think a lot of these guys will be better off if they can get around some of these damaged trucks that are still clinging to the draft. I'm impressed that 24 has as much speed as it does, because that right rear is very jacked up. The spoiler's sticking way up in the air. Peters leading that outside lane with JR Deal and Christian DeRoche, a little 3-truck outside action. Still up front, we have Corey Deal, Lucas Hoytsma, and Blake Giglio, Casey Herring, and Quinn Newton. Peters now alongside Newton, trying to get that spot away. Field coming to take 20 to go. A little bobble from the 9. It's going to slow down that high line, give a good run to Spark and Newton on the inside. Spark gets the apron, turns that 45 down towards the grass, able to save it. But that's going to cost momentum to Newton as he no longer has a push. Newton trying to go up and catch a little side draft. Newton able to slow that line down just enough to stay ahead of him, bringing Spark back up with him. It's a masterful job just to give him enough of a side draft. Now DeRoche has dropped to the bottom, filling the gap. It's going to hang the 24 and 9 outside to dry again. I think the lead pack's kind of decided they've had enough of the drama and want to hang nose to tail, get closer to the ends. Oh, the 9 gets turned by the 19. And then Travis Martin gets in the back of him, collecting the 69 as well. But we saw that one go down. The 19 getting into the back of the 9.
You better get behind me.
We'll take one more look at it with Travis Martin. Unfortunate,
full
nowhere to
throttle.
go. We'll see here the number 19 truck will get into the back of the 9 as the 9 checks up a little bit to let maybe the 24 down, or knew he was coming down, whether he let him or not.
I'll
As
get up there Sunday.
did that, the 19 gets in his back tailgate. 9 gets in the grass a little bit.
Sorry about that, J-Much.
Tries to hang on to it. Slides right up in front of Travis Martin. Nowhere to go. Also taking out the 69.
They gonna fucking push.
So a 3-truck incident
I didn't know
there.
how many I had to pass.
The 69, the 63, and the 9.
I was kind of blocking your way. I didn't know he was coming.
Tough time for 10 tenths there. All teammates. Corey's pushing the 88 around the track.
This is sad. I'm full throttle. See you later, boys.
Ah.
The 88 goes around
Have a
to
good one.
stay in front of the leaders this time around. Field has caught back up to the pace car. No, we got a truck off in the grass. People checking up really quickly.
Alpha, I don't know where you went.
18 laps to go from Daytona. We haven't looked at our points yet tonight. Let's take a peek. We have a tie down at the bottom, 195, 195. And these guys have to make it tonight into the field. So drama building there. Let's take a look at where they are in race. Not seeing the 68 truck, so that gives them a little bit of a buffer for JR. JR is sitting in the 17th spot, but he is actually going to score points, whereas the Jake Lawrence truck is not. Here come the leaders down once more, down pit road. Let's check our points out. Let's jump
What are y'all
on.
doing?
Once again, spicy radio. We're taking tires on the 97. Right side's up in the air. Just right sides for the 97. Didn't see anyone else popping up the right side or left side. So 2 tires for that 97. See that heavy left side damage. 17 to go. Let's check one more time our fast repairs. Marterson's used his, and Herring, Deal, Hoytsma, Giglio, and Newton have been incident free. Then Sparks used his. Eckers still has not used his. You've seen that 19 very damaged.
Being a dickhead on pit road, so I just missed my box.
Oh, we're getting angry.
I'm talking about Casey.
We can check.
Yep.
Let's check the pit stop lap. Can confirm Herring did pit. Interval's fun. So we have still 19 trucks on the lead lap. Travis Martin heads down pit road. We'll get that hydrate in here. That was after race 8. Alright, what are we looking at now, Rowdy? Fill me in. Now 18 trucks on the lead lap as Travis Martin has fallen off the lead lap. That 88 is going as fast as it can, and it's not very fast. see significant damage to that 69 Mission Barbecue Chevy. Got a piece of that accident with the 63 and the
Joe, if
9.
you want to go, just go. They'll clear it for you.
There's no one to clear it except for drivers
No,
in the race.
I'm not gonna be able to keep up with the back anyhow.
10-5.
Fuller's 35, severely damaged. A lot of trucks at this point, very damaged. Getting set for another restart here with 16 to go. Getting down to it, crunch time. Pace car dives in. Field at the hands of the number 2 Casey Herring in the UNC Ford F-150. Green flag in the air, and we are back to the action. Dead heat crossing the line between Casey Herring and Corey Deal. Deal getting pushed by the 16 Blake Giglio, while Casey Herring has the 97 Toyantiac of Lucas Hoytsma pushing him. Hoytsma gets Herring clear of the lead, brings Newton with him. Now we see Giglio dive to the bottom. Newton jumps out in front of Corey Deal. It's probably going to be a good move for Newton because Corey can push the heck out of you. Hoytsma thinks the same thing, gets up in front of Newton. Now you got CTC teammates 1-2 on the high side. Will Spark now going to push Casey Herring on the bottom with the help of Blake Giglio. And the high line prevails, getting that 97 Toyota out front. Will Spark, see him drifting up from that bottom from time to time.
I'm right there with you.
See Mike Peters in 24 has joined that outside brigade. Now 4 trucks nose to tail, the 3 trying to close in and help as well. Herring and Hoytsma side by side for the race lead once again. Hoytsma trying to run high enough that the inside can't get a good side draft on him, push the air on that rear spoiler and slow him down. Is that the 24 Peters trying to get down on the inside lane? Mike Peters bails on that high line. Now JR Deal tries to catch up and push his brother.
Yeah, I just had about 10 seconds. I fixed it all.
Is that Blake Giglio going to the middle? 16 Giglio taking it up the middle on our front row. We are 3 wide. It's getting spicy towards the front. Quinn Newton going to the inside of his teammate Lucas Hoytsma. Oh my goodness. Blake had to check up. Oh, Quinn Newton gets, here we go, crashing at the front of the field once more. Blake Giglio, Mike Peters, Corey Deal, Lucas Hoytsma. The 3 of Gonzalez. Looks like the 6 of Ethan, the 99, the 31, 23. All involved. This one started at the front of the field.
Gonna work out. What the hell happened?
We'll have to go back and check the replay.
Like, as a courtesy, can I buy you at least like a wireless USB controller instead of a wired one? Jesus.
Hey Mike, we don't talk like that in here, man.
Yeah, I would remove him.
Alright,
Quinn Newton.
fun racing with y'all. Have a good night.
Quinn Newton gets a bump from behind,
Clapper,
perhaps?
I agree with you.
Yeah, see the 5 gets a bump from Casey Herring, shoots him up into Lucas Hoytsma. And then it is all hell break loose from there.
Checking out for the pace car.
Let's take one more look at it from Casey Herring.
95, go around me.
See if we can get a chase cam here. It should be very telling. He gets in the back of him, just shoots him to the right. And then the 16 goes for a ride. Let's take an onboard with the Giglio truck. That was a wild ride. Let's kind of see what we can see on board the 16.
I might get a black here. I have no idea who I have to let by. You have to pass.
Let's see. Cockpit, cockpit, cockpit. We can do this. Apply.
Can I get black cleared for passing the base car?
Same.
Lucky dog.
Newton makes that move in front of Giglio all the way to the bottom. Leaves Hoytsma up. Hoytsma tries to pick up the middle. And blocks the 16 of Giglio. Then that's where the contact came across. And Giglio goes up on his side.
Oh, no, come down.
Wild ride for that 16 truck.
Man, the two cars on the outside got killed again.
Can I get a black flag cleared?
Y'all really hate it when the deal brothers get together, huh?
I need a black cleared.
Pace car back, sir.
So Will Spark, the Australian, leading the race. Jeremy Clapper, the Canadian, in second. Why does everyone hate when the Deal Brothers get together? That wasn't Quinn wrecking the field. The two got into the back of Quinn. Quinn couldn't help that. Corey Deal now in third place. Mike Peters, that beat up 24, somehow in fourth spot.
Somebody blew up. I think it was Mike.
Blake Giglio in the fifth spot. Lucas Hoytsma now in sixth. As the 24, it looks like he's blown up. 24 truck just blew a motor. Had to tow to pit road. Let's check those fast repairs one more time. Casey Herring, Quinn Newton. I think that's it. A lot of black flags. People passing to catch the field and then not realizing they have to let other cars by. That happens. Usually in Sidewinder they encourage people to catch the field and then worry about position, so you get a lot of black flags when people pit.
Can I get an EOL, please?
And Mike Edwards. So there's three people, and Mike Edwards is out because of the internet situation.
I assume that's under the damage. If anyone gets black flag, please let us know.
So yeah, the only people with repairs still are Quinn Newton and Casey Herring.
I may need a black flag clear at the start.
Everybody go by, please.
Are you down in RPM, Clapper?
No, I have a clean truck.
That's nice.
Daniel needs a black truck.
So Will Spark and Jeremy Clapper are going to lead him to the green.
Can we get caught up?
Outside lane not very formed up. Everyone jockeying for position. Will Spark goes right away. Usually not a good strategy on the super speedways. As the pack forms up behind you, can blow right by if they get a good run. Let's see if Deal takes it to the high side. And he is. Will Giglio go too? Yes, he does. That is why he don't go early at a restrictor plate track. Deal and Giglio get clear of the 45 of Will Spark, drop down to the bottom.
What was that thought?
Outside, Clapper and Herring working together. Two Ford trucks. Herring then thinks better of it, drops down to the bottom. Spark peeking up high, but nothing doing for him. That main pack is down to 8 trucks. It's like 8 trucks left in our main pack. Quinn Newton not able to keep up. Quinn does have that fast repair, I believe. I think he was one of the two that still had one. Definitely falling back. Field splitting up. 8 laps remaining at Daytona. Deal out front. Giglio second. Will Spark third. Giglio now peeks to the high side, trying to pick up Lucas Hoytsma. Hoytsma and Giglio pushing that high lane in front of Casey Herring, getting Giglio out front. Hoytsma trying to clear down as well in front of Corey Deal. Is Hoytsma going to be able to clear? And will they stay?
Well, I love you dearly, but if you want to go, you got to hook up.
The 44 needing to push a little better for 56/44. It's 56 in the scoreboard, 44 on the pictures. See, getting a little bit better push now as Corey Deal's gained a little more ground on that inside lane. Spark getting the message loud and clear, time to go. Went from almost in fourth, now fighting for the lead. Side by side. Intense action at Daytona as you expect. Trucks jockeying side to side, trying to get the best draft they can. They get a little ill handling when you get right up behind someone. Especially if you're using the default steering ratio, which hopefully none of them are. You never know. Giglio out front now. Hoytsma staying glued to the back of that Toyota. Casey Herring trying to push him along, clear that top lane. Spark and Deal fighting back on the inside. Help from Clapper and from William Asherbrenner. He's been relatively quiet all night, and here he is towards the end of the race running in 7th. Great job by him. At 35, Wes Fuller, his first time here with Sidewinder. Fuller making a nice debut. We've seen him in the grass and involved in minor incidents, but the truck's still running pretty fast. Keeping up with that lead pack. Now 5 laps remaining here at Daytona. Giglio and Hoytsma still up high. Herring, Deal, and Spark now on the bottom.
Lap stop.
Field navigates through some lap traffic. You can hear it up ahead. There's that black and red truck. It's like the 6th of Ethan Evers. Evers down in the 16th spot. Last truck on the lead lap.
Take the apron, go ahead, please.
Lap truck's going to go to the apron. Let the lead pack through.
Thank you, Vic.
See another truck coming up. 69 of J Munch. He stays out of the way as well. Nice sportsmanship move there. Now we have 14 trucks left on the lead lap. 9 in our lead pack.
You go push me, baby.
Got a couple of outrun teammates there in Casey Herring and Corey Deal pushing on the bottom. Hoytsma and Giglio, CTC Racing teammates on the outside, leading the outside line. They have Clapper and Quinn Newton with them as well. Casey Herring led that lap. Now 3 remaining here at Daytona. Things are getting tense. Drama building.
Last car, keep it on the apron.
Oh, we're 3 wide. 3 wide. The Zachary Kenny right in the middle.
Are you kidding me?
What the hell are you doing?
66 just wiped out the outside lane.
What just happened?
That lap card, man, they don't get the concept.
That is unfortunate. The 66 just destroyed this lead pack. It was right up in front of the 16. 16 and 97. All getting damage.
I'm at a loss for words. That's nothing.
And we know the 66 feels horrible for that, but wow. Just wow. Big rip, Lucky. Yeah, big rip. It's not suspicious because I know how they are, but big wow.
Yeah, guys.
Did you just say we suck?
No, he was talking. He's still sitting there, by the way. No, he's gone now.
Yeah.
Hey, Quinn, what's my front end look like?
I don't see too much here. Rear end's really bad.
You can check it on the VOD. It'll be there in the replay. I got nothing. So to reset the field, Casey Herring, your leader. Corey Deal, second. It's like Will Spark is third. William Asherbrenner now fourth. 95, Jeremy Clapper in fifth. Sixth spot, newcomer Wes Fuller. Seventh, Curtis Ecker at 19. Looks like he's finally taken his fast repair. Been riding with the damaged truck all night. Going to get set for this green-white checker in a brand new Chevy. Quinn Newton in 8th spot. Yeah, that was really, really bad. Really, really bad. Yep. And knowing how they are, Rents, that's exactly what happened is what I would go with. Because that's happened before with them in another race about a year ago. Very similar situation in an ARCA race. He was in front of the leaders and panicked. Like he wasn't looking in his mirror and he didn't know they were there until they were literally there. That's what happened in the ARCA race, so I'm assuming that's very similar to what happened here. But I didn't want to harp on anyone and make him feel bad, so. Just awareness. Yeah. Yes, Lucas.
Let's just make it to the white flag.
We have now 11 trucks left on the lead lap. Not sure how many of those are competitive at this point. Green-white checkers getting ready to go off as the lights are off on the pace car.
Not if it's going to give everyone penalties that I've got it clear because I'm needing to focus this.
Staff, Casey Herring out front. Corey Deal now second. Will Spark third. Asherbrenner in fourth. Clapper fifth. Fuller in sixth. Ecker seventh. Newton eighth. Ricky Gonzalez way back yonder, trying to catch the field. He is ninth. Zach Marterson in 10th. Giglio still running. He is 11th. And sound like he might have blown up. Then one lap down, Ethan Evers in the 6th. Billy Davidson in the 22. Jay Munch in the 69, still fighting for his playoff spot. Actually, this is his first truck race. Lawrence was fighting for a spot, but he couldn't be here tonight. That's what I keep thinking of. JR Deal in the pits. He was behind 7 on the line. He is currently showing 1 lap down. Dio can go back out and try to hang on and stay in front of Alkire if he can get back out. So we're going to have a 2-lap shootout to decide the winner tonight and to decide who makes the playoffs and who does not. Very intense battle down at the bottom of the cutoff. We do get 3 attempts at a green-white checker should we need them. Hopefully we don't. He blew up, dang it. Casey Herring gets back underway, leading the field to the green flag. Corey Deal to the high side. Corey Deal not having any help at the moment, trying to side draft Casey Herring to wait for the help to get there. Meanwhile, Spark trying to push the 2 of Herring out front. Someone just blew up in the background. Casey Herring out front, Corey Deal. Trying to get a push from William Ascherbrander to get out front himself. Ascherbrander pushing Deal out to the lead. Deal clears to the bottom in front of Herring. Now Ascherbrander needs to get help with the 35. 35 has the 5 of Quinn Newton trying to get to his outside. Newton trying to make up some ground here at the end of the race with help from his teammate Daniel Llewellyn. Now going 3 wide. That's going to push the front out. 1 to go. The white flag is out. We will not need all of those green-white checkers. Herring and Deal. Deal and Herring 1 and 2. Things are getting intense up front. Who will Will Spark go with if Herring ducks out? 3-truck battle to decide the front. I don't know if Clapper will be able to get back up there. He's getting shoved every which way. Casey Herring trying to time his move. Field works their way to turn number 3. When will that 2-truck duck out? And will the 45 go with them? Herring trying to get a little bit of a run. The 35's around in the background. That's going to get the 31 sideways. 44 gets smacked into the wall. Casey Herring goes around as well. Will Sparks going to win this race in the 45.
Yeah, that was fun.
William Spark has won this race.
Man, Will, how win.
Will Spark, the blockbuster Chevrolet, getting it done. I'm pretty sure everyone but the 45 just died.
Like that, but oh well.
Holy cow, William Spark. This is going to be a delightful interview.
Let's go!
He's going to be so fired up. Staff.
I may or may not need a tow truck.
Outstanding finish. Looks like Ricky Gonzalez in that damaged 3 truck is going to bring it home second.
Yeah,
That should bode well for
yeah.
his playoffs hopes. He was getting close on that cutoff line.
Definitely
And I believe Corey Deal gets credited for 3rd.
I guess I get wrecked too. No, you're good. I knew you were going to go up. That's why I tried to. I had the block. The block was clean. It's just when I came back down, I think we were offset and it just clicked me to the left, and I overreacted.
So we can get our top 3 to victory lane and the waiting
I'm sorry
room.
for coming down to everybody else. It's just everywhere.
Will Sparks already in the waiting room. Let's go ahead and get a review with him while he's here. Do them burnouts, baby. How about that win?
Marcus Ambrose.
The Marcus Ambrose of SRL, the Australian road course guy, gets the victory at Daytona.
Go.
How excited are you right now?
I'm sorry, Casey. I knew you were going to block high.
9,000.
Over 9,000. Beautiful. Burn that thing down. It's good to see you know how to do the burnouts.
Oh, good. Yeah, I was trying to rip as much as I could, but...
Got to practice some supercars, exactly. Congrats on the win, my friend. That is amazing job you did tonight. Keeping it clean most of the race. Bringing it home in victory lane. You got any sponsors you want to throw shout-outs to here?
No, not really. I'm freaking out. Bandio, Rev, Billy, Zach, over in the Meatball channel, we were talking the whole race, trying to put plans together. That was awesome, and a huge shout out to Lucas, Blake, and Quinn, who really helped move me up the whole race, and I feel so bad for what happened to them, but Blake was nothing but supportive of me towards the end of that race, so I can't thank them enough.
Yeah, man, you got to have friends out there on these restrictor plate races, and looks like you had plenty of them tonight. You're kind of a fan favorite in our league, so it's pretty cool. See you bring home the win. I don't mind being a biased broadcaster at the moment, man. Great job. It was awesome to watch, and hope you enjoy the hell out of it, man. It's pretty freaking cool.
Oh, yeah. Let's go. I'm at a loss for words. Mostly about that wreck, actually, but how I won the race with 2 guys, you know. You ever had a Stephen Bradbury? That's exactly what just happened.
All right, bud. Well, congrats on the victory. We'll let you get out here. Have a great night, bud. Thank you so much.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much.
As Will Spark in the 45, bringing it home in victory lane tonight. The Australian getting it done on a part-time schedule, brings home the victory in the checker flag at Daytona. Good to see. Let's go ahead and pick up our second place finisher here in the number 3 truck. Ricky, unmute yourself. There we go. What's up, buddy? It's DG. How you doing?
DG, what's happening, brother?
Hey, not a whole lot. Well, one heck of a crazy, hectic race, but You somehow brought it home P2 with all that damage. Tell me kind of how your night went.
Man, so we were just trying to ride in the back. We had Mark and trying to help Mark as much as I could. And then kind of had a satellite team with the 35 of Wes Fuller. So we're just trying to ride. And then we knew they were going to wreck and cause some caution. So we just wanted to chill out. So that was the plan.
The plan was trying to ride in the back, but it seemed almost more dangerous back there than up front at times, although literally anywhere tonight the wrecks happened. Leaders all took each other out at one point, so there's just no safe place. It looks like you tried to manage it as best you could and bring it home with as little damage as possible, but obviously not drafting the way you wanted to at that point.
Right, yeah, we just had too much damage. We got caught up in that wreck on the front stretch. Just got plowed from the rear, but locked it down and just try to bring it to pit road, take the faster pair, and then just try to go from there.
Yes, sir. You want to go ahead and throw out those shout outs for me?
I just want to shout out Legacy Power for letting me run the truck, bringing it home P2. So shout out Chris Iglesias, Brett Martin, and Chris Renfro. Those are my bosses. And shout out to my crew chief and spotter, Paul Owens. I'm new to this iRacing stuff, so trying to just get used to iRacing and used to the console. So we're getting better each week. So now we can go to the playoffs and hopefully make some noise and go from there, man. I'm excited. Let's go.
All right, buddy. There you go. Good luck in them playoffs, and we'll catch you next week.
Yes, sir. Sounds good. Thanks, DG, for everything you do. Paint scheme's badass by you.
Hey, appreciate it, bud. Have a good night.
Yes, sir.
That's the 3. Ricky Gonzalez getting it done P2 tonight with that damaged Chevrolet. Wild race for them, but hey, it don't matter how it looks, just matter where it finishes. Let's go ahead and grab our 3rd place finisher, the 44 of Corey Deal. Corey's DG, you got a copy?
See, Pablo.
Well, obviously not how you exactly wanted to end the race, but you were in contention towards the end. Tell me kind of how your night went.
Just I knew he was going to set that run up. I seen him laying back. I knew he was going to go to a high, and just going back and watching it, I was still there, like halfway in front of his bumper, and it's just they don't line up equally. They're not flat, so it just hooked me, and I overreacted and overcorrected, and then I just feel bad to everybody else. Just when it come off the wall, I was back and forth on the wheel, trying to not come back down, and I just came back down into the field, and I feel bad for Clapper. He could have had a P3 or anybody else behind him. It was just fun racing. I was just here to honestly push my brother and push my teammates and have fun. And that ending was going to be awesome, but things happen. I don't know what happened. Well, I seen what happened, but I'm just not going to comment on it. But it's just crazy. It was just fun racing. A lot of cautions for Daytona, but it was fun racing.
Yes, sir. I mean, you summed it up succinctly. It was a lot of cautions, but it seemed like people were still having fun.
Hey, I will say a big shout out to William Ashbrander for pushing me up to that lead, though. I'm sorry for leaving him out the drive because I'm a huge William Ashbrander fan, and I feel bad for leaving him. But you got to do what you got to do. But if he was in front of me, man, I would have pushed him to the win. But I feel bad for leaving him. But hey, that was all fun. I enjoyed it. I'm glad everybody got to see this.
Heck yeah, that push he gave you to shoot you out front from the high side, that was very impressive. So I was pretty proud of him for that too.
Yeah.
You got any shout outs you want to throw out there for me, bud?
Shout out to 1023 Graphics on this beautiful purple people eater car. Shout out to everybody that puts this on. Shout out for you for this beautiful broadcast. I'm sure you had a heck of fun. Also giving me info through the race that there's no whatever
stages,
it is
yeah.
anymore. Yeah, stages.
Trucks don't have stages.
Yeah, I haven't ran trucks in so long. And I was like, hey, Daytona, let's do it. But like I said, it was a fun race. A lot of things happened. I'm sure there's people with their own thoughts. You know how that goes. But hey, fun race. Sucks that we couldn't finish it completely in one piece. I kind of ended up flying through the air, I feel like, in my own mind, I guess. But congrats to Will. Awesome job. And just it was fun. I appreciate it.
Yeah, great race for both the Williams.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like I said, I feel bad for William Ashburner. I wanted to push him, or get him up there. He's going to get a win. Quote me on this. He's going to get a win. It's going to happen.
We're going to quote you. All right, bud. We're going to let you get out of here with that P3 finish. Congrats, and hopefully we'll see you moonlighting some more in the truck series. We love having you, bud.
Yes, sir. Thank you for the broadcast, buddy. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Thank you. That's Corey Deal in the 44, bringing that number 44 home in P3 after crashing on the last lap between him and the 2 of Casey Herring, nearly pulling off the win. Unfortunately, gets turned, brings it home P3 still. Great race for that 44/56, depending on if you're looking at the scoreboard or the pictures. We'll get him to have the same number one day, but that's okay. We'll still love him. Hope you guys enjoyed our broadcast. There's a few things we do have to say. This has been iRacing. You can buy these cars and this track on iRacing.com and come on out and race with us. If you would like to race with us, you can check out the Discord link at !leagues. That'll get you on over to our Discord. From there, you find the server that you want to jump in. We have ARCA cars on Monday night. Tuesday, we run Xfinity. Wednesday is the Cup Series. And then, as you see tonight, the Thursday Night Truck Series. Thursday Thunder, I like to call it, because it just rolls off the tongue. It's a beautiful thing. Hope you guys enjoyed our broadcast. We appreciate you so much being here. For DG Swiss, this has been the DJ Swiss oh my god, I can't talk. DG Swiss Twitch channel, and we'll catch you on the replay over on YouTube. Thank you so much. Have a great night. Bye-bye.